It's another one. We got another one.
We are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. First play, Watson to the air.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Runs over and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
The Browns sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32, a play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
What a matchup we have here in the AFC North on this All Hallows Eve, otherwise known, of course, as Halloween. Kids probably shuffling home right now from trick-or-treating, all hopped up on sugar and ready to drive their parents crazy as these two old rivals get together here on this final day of October in a game that's been highly anticipated.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Burrow looking to pass. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On second and a long way to go. Burrow, he's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. Off of play action, it's Watson. Under pressure, they got him again.
Quiddy Pay.
2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Faking the give. Now Watson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Watson off play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That'll move the sticks for the Browns. A gain of 12 from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Again, it's Watson. This is caught. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They go play action with Burrow. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to look deep for Moore. And that is incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the ball is knocked out, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the big gain through the air, but...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Watson. And that's going to be caught for Brown's touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 12-yard touchdown grab, as his guys have now moved out in front.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here we go. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And they go play action now. Burrow.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off tackle run here for Nick Chubb. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down.
And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give them 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Burrow on play action. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Taken at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Here we go. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a good point there as they were able to connect. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go.
They're going to try and throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Again, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 2nd down, Swift. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. On 3rd down, Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Tough one there. First drive in the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They go with Chubb on second down. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
163 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Chubb on the counter. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it's going to be second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Throwing on third down, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Donovan Peoples-Jones
from 10 yards out.
And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 16.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike out a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 1, ready?
They'll try it now with Swift.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it, escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll go down, brought down the 20-yard line. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale.
Yeah.
Because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on 4th down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 195 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Watson on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Browns. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7. Burrow. That's complete to Slayton. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now Chubb running right. Fights through him. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Chubb. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They go play action with Burrow. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. It seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And Watson's going to throw it here. can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A give running right is Chubb. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Got a man, and Schwartz complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
York on now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. From just shy of midfield, Burrow eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Here we go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Here we go, here we go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
A final shot now for Burrow. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for